again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back. It is good to see you for more of this fantastic game. Surviving the Aftermath is the name of the game, and we're back here again with more of Raptoria. Our citizens are doing quite well, and we've got tons of research. That's insane. We've almost got 1,000 research points to do a lot more than just jingle jangle around in our pocket. So welcome back to you all. Thanks for leaving a like, and thanks for cheering me on, as we've got a lot of great people here ready to go out and kick some butt. We're going to try to eventually bring back some stuff, including medicine and things like that, so I guess we should go on out there and start clearing the map. I, again, have more experience under my belt in order to complete this great game, but it is going to be a long time before that happens, so cheer me on to see more. There's going to be a long road. All right, let's go ahead and continue to scout with our scouts and grab things with our wonderful little scavengers and such. And, of course, research points, very important, too. So I think what we'll do here is try to clear out that position soon there for research, and I'll continue to clean up and grab medicines and such. Luckily, our base is in a real nice position, surrounded by mountains, so that's pretty good. And obviously in the center of the map, as always, anyway. Let's go ahead and knock this guy out if we can. Looks like he's got 3 defense. Ooh, that's going to be a tough fight. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can do it. We certainly need that radar dish to be cleared, or whatever it happens to be. Let's knock this guy out the block. Okay, he's got some good hits on us. Knocking us down to 65. We'll have to try to get another hit in with one of our better players. Looks like we got another point up here to do research on, and we completed that. Good. We'll have to now start moving towards some bandit camps and see if we can clear those out. It's good valuables if you can clear out these bandit camps. Very important. Let's go ahead and get up here. And let's see if we can have Bonnie do some damage. What's the damage on these guys? Wow, 12. Super aggressive on these guys. Those are some heavy hits. But no, oh, they have a little bit of defense, too. All right, let's see if we can hit them hard. Let's see what happens. All right. Down to 3 out of 8. So we did a little bit of damage. Let's see if we can knock them out completely. Nope, doesn't look like we have any more moves. Okay. Well, back to the camp we go then. We've made all of our opening moves there. Pretty good. We've got plenty of resources coming in, plenty of potatoes growing. I think we have to change the crops after a while in order to ensure that our people are actually continuously producing crops at the highest level of proficiency. So we'll see if that actually pays off. For now, we're also doing meat meals. Looks like we're having a mix of, I guess, meat and such, but it doesn't look like we've got any wood coming in. So let's see where our log cutter is right there. Looks like they are cutting down logs over here. Maybe we should just move it right behind our hut. There we go. Actually, over here is perfect. Excellent. And if anyone else dies, we'll get them assigned to the burial camp or the doctors. We should probably have one doctor, but looks like we already got that going. So perfect. All right, we've been through a lot of things already. Good morning, everyone. We're here yet again for more. Look at that. Our people are ready for action already. Very good. And look at that. We've got all these scrappers ready to go. As I'm playing, there's also been a new update to the game that should allow new games to have more scrap spawn on the map, and also a lot more, I guess, things to be brought in from the world map as well. So that's really helpful. All right, let's play on higher speed here and see what happens in time. And we are producing a good number of tools. What about our tailor? Oh, actually, yeah, we got 2 shacks up making tools and 1 for tailor, so that's great. And it looks like a good number of food coming in. Though we could do better. I think we need a trapper going. That would be a lot more helpful if we could do that. Looks like there's some slavers here. We could trade 18 medicine for 2. We'll just go ahead and ignore that for now. If you don't respond to it, it won't affect camp happiness. But the only thing I've seen for camp happiness is that it just basically makes people possibly more productive, though it's kind of hard to measure. I don't have any numbers or graphs to look at, so I'm not entirely sure. All right, let's see. We're cutting down, getting some more planks too. Let's go ahead and move this work area back to the camp. I want more area to build, especially here, for potential. Actually, right down here would be really good. We got a lot of stuff to clean up if we're going to use the best high quality fields. We got to get some plastic out of the way, some nuclear waste, and eventually a metal scrap pile. So we'll go ahead and assign our people over here at some of these piles. Let's get stuff cleared out closer to the base so we can actually use it for building. Not that it really is too effective getting people to walk. There we go. Let's start clearing out everything near the base. We want the recycling plant. Where is that? Oh, and we also got our moves. We'll come back and check that in a moment. All right, Bonnie. We're going to make a move after Zhang here hits him hard. Nice work. And what do we have? Another bandit camp, I'm sure, to fight. Oh, actually just a research site with 508, though it is very risky. Who has our best research? Looks like Zhang would, but it's very risky to go in there. We'd want to go in with high health. So that would be our character here of course, Hakeem, who has a ability of 4 research. So that's pretty good. He'd just be able to gather it faster. Also, I think she's pretty good at research, too, at 2. Not bad, but 2 is way better than 1. 2 is probably what you want minimum for any sort of research like that. Okay, let's see. I think we probably want to go over here and grab fun boxes if we can, but it might be best for some of our characters to come back and get healed up and start clearing out things closest to camp. Especially some concrete and some other stuff would be a fine boost for early game. So let's go do that. We'll come back and heal up most of our characters who are damaged, and some of them actually have components and some other useful things. And you can move one more. And Bonnie, I don't think we're going to move in there, so let's scout. Alright, cool. Looks like we got ourselves free wood down there. Perfect. That's going to be a good move. Alright, so they're telling us low food, except we have about 106 food, which is pretty plentiful for this number of people. And 2 potato fields are pretty good, so that should keep us well fed for a while. Looks like meals are being made. We just need the worker to actually be in the building for it to be constructed. And also, apparently, the glitch of workers being trapped inside has been patched out. Though after a recent test, it seems like people will still die inside of buildings. It just seems to happen at random. So there's no way to really prevent it. So if anybody dies, it's just kind of out of our hands for the time being. Looks like we also can move this for more berry bushes. In a new recent game, it seems like berry bushes are also spawning more plentifully as well, with like 4 or so near your camp at the start. There we go. 4 berry bushes are good. Excellent. Alright, food is looking fine. Water is looking great. Let's see, parts all good. Remember, we can overlap wells. There's no effect to that. We're at 12, and that's minimum production for a well. So that's good. Storage types. Click here to learn more. No, oh, Abigail's now an adult. Excellent. One of our first people graduating the school and becoming a fully functioning adult who has high productive values. That's going to be good. Now, as for research, what should we go down? Alright, we got about 900 and something for protected crops. I probably would like to go down energy storage and then production. Quack, quack. Stay out of here, Untitled Goose Game. Alright, I think we're going to have to go for better power production. And, actually, we might need to start making junk already. We need more people in the camp, though, before we do any of that. So we'll make our moves based off of how many people we get in the camp. Because if I make some research points, we could actually make a power zone here. We can get the mechanic up that can turn all of our junk into... we'll need more parts for this, of course, but with the mechanic, we'll be able to make more parts from junk, and that's pretty good. Super helpful. Alright, back to our main map. Looks like everybody's good. Oh, there it is. Just a second too early. Okay, let's grab some of that wood and bring it back. Be a good thing to bring back to camp early. So these two can make their moves. Alright, Hakeem, you can start heading back up to base, I think. We'll bring back a little bit more of the medicine. And then we'll come back up. And we're just going to go about there, so that's good. Alright, we're going to head everybody back up to camp. Yeah, I don't want to risk anybody else. Although she's good to go, so she's alright to scavenge. So let's grab some more medicine. And we should be on the road again. Bring everyone back for a full heal and start clearing out bandit camps that are nearby and unveiling more sources, especially that of research. Going long distances for resources is good, but getting research that's nearby is even better. Getting late game tech tree stuff really helps out, especially early in the game. Okay, let's see. School's going fine. Farms are up and running. Just need to get lucky with some people coming to the gate. Let's see here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and make sure we clear this metal field first. And we're making those mixed meals. It looks like we're out of the meat now. So we'll try to make a veggie meal. Looks like we'll need to assign some more people to work at trappers or whatnot. I can't remember now if I have a trapper here, but I guess we'll see eventually if there's one around. Oh, there's another recycler here. Did I not have another one? Seems to be the only one over there. Cutting down trees, too, for the sawmill. Make sure we do that there. Excellent. And we've got plenty of logs coming in, so they're going to switch the recipe to veggie. There we go. Veggie meal has been switched. Both are now making veggie meals. That's good, since we have a lot of potatoes. So we've got a lot of baked potatoes in the camp. Better than nothing, I suppose. And then they'll eat berries on the side as well as possibly eating fish. It looks like we finally got some new people here. Aquafina wants to join us. Delicious. All right, we're going to do that and allow 9 people plus 2 children into the camp. Beautiful. And I believe that means we'll need some more homes. Let's build another tenement. They seem to be okay to get started. Actually, you know what? Emergency shelter would be much better for us since it doesn't use any metal. And we'll conserve some of our metal that way for other things such as tools. So let's go ahead and squeeze the emergency shelter in just right in front of the nuclear waste. No problems whatsoever there, I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Let's go ahead and build the other one, maybe up here. Excellent. 2 homes ready to go. And our people ready to make moves. Come on home, everybody. Let's see. We're going to bring everyone back to heal up. Alright, and they'll be bringing back a lot of good supplies as well. Everybody seems to have something on them, so that'll be useful to us. Okay, getting closer. And Defina's ready to go. Grab something. Maybe we can grab some food or something nearby. Oh, it's only 1. Not worth it. Maybe some concrete eventually. That might be helpful. But I think research is best. She's actually got 3 research, so we could go up to that newly discovered site and continue to grab some. That's great. It'll be a little risky, but she'll go and risk herself for a little bit of research. We'll take damage, but eventually we'll have to come back, so that's fine. Okay, emergency shelters are going up. We've got plenty of wood and other things for that. Good. And now we can start building some of those trappers that I mentioned, so let's get a couple of those going. Anywhere seems fine. I don't think soil fertility or forest coverage has anything to do with trappers, but it's just nice and atmospheric to just put them out in the distance for whatever reason. It just seems to look better. And with more venison will come more meat meals. Let's actually make those now. Go ahead and switch over to the mixed meals. Let's see. Delicious vegetable stew. Nope. Hearty. Where's the mixed meals? Ah, there we are. Mixed meals are the first one. Perfect. So we'll get like a steak and some other stuff with that. And those should be built shortly too. Alright, we got a lot of workers working on construction. That's great. Everybody's got a home now. Excellent. It looks like our man is here. Oh, look at that. 1 soybean seed for 23 potatoes. That is tremendous. That is a gargantuan win. That's huge. Soybean seeds are the best thing in this game I found to grow so far. Wonderful. Alright, we'll switch our next fields to be both soybeans. The big fields. And then we'll go ahead and switch these to potatoes if they're not already. Good. We'll leave those as soybean, potato, fish, and trapped meat. Should be quite good for our people. Alright. And of course building more roads out in the distance really isn't helpful since it the AI doesn't stick to road paths once they get kind of past the initial base, so we'll be on that soon enough. Okay, let's see. Then we need to get our environmental center up so we can take advantage. We could probably put maybe 1, 2, almost maybe 3 more large fields here, but we might not need those. What I can do though is take these fields out of here and put 1 other large field, and we'll just put 3 workers on that, making it more effective. Specialists ready to go. Let's get everyone back to base. Where are you guys at? Wow, they got a long way to go to get home. Ooh, that's a long way. It's a really long way. Alright, Hakina's coming up too. Okay, all of our people are making their way through. And good. Okay, we're going to bring her back now too. She's got a little bit of med kits, and it looks like we've only got 1 there, so I want to bring everyone back now so we can start clearing camps. And I want everyone fighting together, so that way there's nothing to stop us. We can break everyone into like groups of 2, like 3 fighters. So that'll be just fine. So we'll have 2 groups of 3 ready to go out and kick butt. Food situation is drastically improving. Mixed meals are now at 5 with potatoes and berries coming in, and of course we have our trappers. Beautiful. Trappers are up and running, and people are working on them right away. Very good. Excellent. Looks like we can do another move. There we are. Perfect. Supplies have been delivered. Now our heroes will be back in base, and when they're inside of base, that'll take them maybe a day or 2 to get back to full health, and then we can send them out on missions again. They just kind of hang out and say hi to everybody. So hello to them. Alright, tech tree stuff. We're going to wait on a little bit until we've got Aquafina up there in order to go get some research. Oh, and unfortunately the door glitch strikes again. Avery dying of exhaustion. There's really no way to stop that. Somebody gets trapped inside of a building and can never go home. Apparently that was supposed to be fixed, but not in this case, I guess. Okay. Storage buildings and salvaging, we got all that. Don't need the tips anymore, unfortunately. No way to turn it off. Be helpful to turn it on and off during a game. Alright, people are really... Oh, looks like we're going to see another death here. Isaac will probably die now, glitching out. Says he's walking to the scrapper. Roads or no roads, I don't think it matters. Let's try to build some roads here, though. See if we can help him out. See if maybe perhaps he can find his way across. And a random event striking, damaging some of our buildings. That's strange. Meteorites just striking at random like that can happen. Very, very rare. But I guess not in this case. Alright, let's get everyone back to base. Okay, everyone's already set going to base. And let's see, we'll have her come back to base as well. Looks like we make it. Perfect. More med kits for us. And other things too. 32 med kits. Wow, crazy. Alright, most people are back to base. Just a few more behind. Specialist ready for action. Keem is ready to almost come back too. And our researcher is making her way to the nuclear power plant to claim some of that research. 67% chance that she'll take medium damage. So it's pretty much rest assured that she's going to take some sort of damage. Alright, buildings are being repaired. Good amounts of metal, good amounts of tools, good amount of clothing, though it could be greatly improved. Probably could make sure we got another person at the plastic hut. Let's increase the amount of fiber coming in. Good. And another day is almost over. Wow, look at the yield of potatoes. 97 plus 22. Fishing hut ready to go. ×2, making those good meals. Berry deposit completed. And let's check out our... oh, somebody wants to talk about a landfill. Go ahead. 12 plastic and 8 parts. 8 parts are huge. 16. That might give us enough to unlock our wind power and create a mechanics building. Or at least get pretty close to it. Let's take a look here. Under production. Well, actually, we can get started now on our junk recycling, mechanic shop, and wind turbine. That's very important. If we take a look here under statistics, you can see that we have, let's see, 106 junk stored. So we now have ourselves an operational mechanics bay. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and put that maybe over here, where there's a little bit more breathing room. We'll go ahead and put a wind turbine out here somewhere. There we go. And we'll get our mechanics bay down as well. Let's get back into base for a second. Let's go back to the mechanic. There we are, mechanic shop. Also needs 4 components in order to get started. Perfect. Looks like we actually could have built it before. I was just mistaken in the number of parts that I may have needed. We'll build it this way. Perfect. And the number of parts needed here is 8, actually. So that's perfect. Then we can build some other things as well. Alright, we're almost ready for research. And we're bringing back some more stuff too. Good, so with all the extra parts, that actually allows us to build quite a bit. And not be slowed down by the building of those parts. Let's go start scouting in other locations that are nearby. Good, lots of wood, lots of concrete. Metal and plastic are looking pretty okay. And parts need to increase, which is why we're building the mechanic. Very good. Okay, everybody looks good now. Bonnie's coming back to base. Very good. Okay. Heroes are back. Wonderful to see. A lot of people doing construction. And in case we hit another heat wave, I'm going to build some more water wells, which can still be stacked during the recent update. You can still stack water wells on top of each other with no negative effects. Alright, back to the map. And we've got Somebody ready to move already. Okay, start getting up on these bandit camps now. Junk boxes are important, but I want to try to go for these random camps. What's the closest one? Looks like they're all pretty much kind of the same distance. We'll go north on this one. Put all of our people in the same spot so we can keep an eye on them. Okay, keep going. Alright, some of the stockpiles are looking full, but we're still gathering materials from them. Let's make sure we've got stuff being gathered. Looks like over here we've got 3 resources. That's good. And on the other box, looks like 3 more resources there. Mostly concrete and wood. That's going to be needed for future constructions of those wells. And the mechanics bay is pretty much ready to begin construction. Wow, we've got a lot of components. No parts are required for that. It'll start creating parts, which is great. So we can start researching some of that better power too. Which once we've got enough, once the mechanics bay makes enough parts, we can actually unlock that too, and we won't have to worry about our power situation anymore. So in other words, the wind turbine here will power the small mechanics bay, and then we'll get enough parts from that in order to build a big windmill, which will power everything else, including our kitchen, field hospital, whatever else we might want to build, including our environmental station, which will reclaim some of this land here. Alright, the wind turbine is up, creating a whopping 14 power, so we can get an environmental station up too, as I mentioned. We just need to research that. Got somebody who's injured. We got that. That's fine. And it looks like our people are ready to move again. Let's go to explore new territories. Alright, boom, boom. Indeed, but she claimed 150 points from that. Very good. Okay, let's go back to production. I think we want to go down energy storage now. And also environmental cleanup. So let's go with that one. And production, we'll finish off these ones too. And then we have a little bit of extra breathing room for one more research down the line in just a moment or two. Okay, let's continue to search. Some nice parts over here nearby that will speed up things. So we'll send our breakers over there. We'll send these 2 over as soon as they're done healing up at camp. Guess he can't move all the way there just yet. So we'll send him in the next turn. Hold on. There we go. So once he's healed up, we'll send him over there to kick butt. So they'll get our parts and we'll continue to look for more stuff. Beautiful. Making great progress. So now, let's see how much the next power will cost us. 12 mechanical parts. Perfect. We also have a battery rack, but that's really only if there's a giant outage or a big windstorm. Put our wind turbine over here somewhere. Symbol of our great city. Put it over by the mills itself. Perfect. A bear spotted. Go right ahead and hunt it. 27 venison, a good hunt for the Raptorians. Beautiful. That's a ton of mixed meals that can be made with potatoes and venison, aka just game meat, really. Venison, of course, only comes from chickens, and I know that because I'm smart. Just kidding. It obviously comes from deer. All right, let's go ahead and send our breaker north to one of these camps here. We'll send 2 breakers to the north if we can, and I'll send Bonnie and Zhang to the north as well, or to the east. It'll all be based off of what we find. Good to have one scout go out and then have the breakers sit back. Breakers meaning the fighters or the assault units that will basically smash enemy camps. Somebody here is a little hungry, sir. You seem to be a little hungry there, Mason. I wonder why. You have 176 food in storage with 5 mixed meals standing by, and you seem to be moving very strangely. Oh, and Isaac's about to die. Or now it's Freddy, who is still running there. So weird. Whatever. Anyway, the mechanics bay is complete. Let's go ahead and make tons of tools. Now, 5 scrap for 1 part. That's what we're trying to make. It'll take a while, but eventually we'll get there. So let's go ahead and get our environmental station up too. Building our industrial area over here on this side. It's going to look really cool. All right, back to movers. You guys come on home. Hakeem, you can continue to explore. And let's see, I don't know if I want to risk this character again for research, though it's a very good research point. We'll bring her back on pickup, I guess, for other items. Okay, let's see here. 5 attack. Ah, excellent. Here's a good breaker here. Let's go ahead and smash face. Excellent. Knocking him down to 2 out of 7. Very good. Looks like there's a possible downed aircraft there, too. With plastic parts on it. Ah, she didn't take much damage at all. Good. Alright, good. We'll get everyone healed up and then start rolling out. Start getting those nearby parts and such. Very good early boost to the game. Alright, looks like everybody's working that field and is now planting soybeans for the first year. Food is still pretty good. Mixed meals go a long way. If we have 100 food with 25 of those being mixed meals, that's a very long distance that can travel. Alright, we just need to get a little bit more metal. Looks like we'll have plenty of metal and plenty of concrete bricks and plenty of components to complete the environmental station. They just need to bring it over. Let's continue the road up here too. When we get to a certain level, we can also build more advanced roads. But they look different, but I don't know if they actually are more efficient. I'm not sure yet. So I guess we have to find that out. Okay, metal has been depleted. Good. The resource over here has been gone. Excellent. So now we can move stuff around a little bit. Okay. Go back up there then for metal. Oh, actually, there's a pile here. And it looks like it's almost getting to halfway complete. Good. Now this area is almost open for farming. Looks like there's some more plastic up there, too. So we'll check that out later. Back to the specialist. Who do we got? Zhang. You're going to go right up into that camp, I think. And we'll have our friend Aquafina drop by if needed. That's what I like to call her. She's bringing the thirst. Okay, we've got plastic here. That's almost cleaned up. And then we start with the environmental waste. And then boom, we are ready to build some farm fields. And we'll never have to worry about hunger again. Then we can clear out this area and start building some homes there in the corner. And make use of our space. Otherwise everything's blocked by that nasty plutonium and nuclear waste or whatever it's called. Okay. Should have enough power to power both of these buildings. Looks like this one has an energy consumption of 12. This one actually might consume too much energy, actually. So we'll go ahead and construct something out of that soon. Looks like we have 0 parts as well. So we just need to build this large tower. When we get a few more parts, not too bad. Just a few more and we're good to go. Okay, let's speed up time. So with this one, we can dismantle this other one and we won't have to worry about extra power. Or requiring extra power. I think that one produces almost 20. Alright, back to our scouts. Let's get out there and get those parts. Okay, everybody looks good. Alright, more moves to come in just moments. We're almost going to have a big, big day here. Alright, Hakeem, let's go ahead and continue scouting. What's her scavenge? 3? And his is 5. Perfect. Knock him out. So she's going to knock those guys out. Excellent. And then Vulture's going to come in as soon as he can and start grabbing parts. 17 sitting there. That's huge. Okay, Aqua, come on over. Perfect. And it looks like Zhang doesn't have much of attack. So we'll see what we can do. Alright, I see more logs coming in. Let's make sure meals are being made. Yep, looks like they're being made as quickly as possible. Quack, quack, indeed. Alright, the environmental station is almost up. Looks like we got 1 more part in storage, which means it can be shipped over there. 2 more parts after that, and we should be good. Abigail dying then, getting stuck inside of a building again, and seemingly somebody else already taking her job, or I don't know how that works. If we go over, I've tested it, it seems to be about 70 is the sweet spot for a number of people in your camp. Alright, we got 6 berries, good. Power shortage now that we've got 2 buildings up. Let's go ahead and shut down the environmental building for now. And we'll have enough power now for a little while. Until the big mill is finished. The big power mill is almost ready. Cool. Alright, looks like we're ready for moves. Okay. Zhang doesn't have much of an attack force on him, but we can give it a shot. He's got full health. Alright, the bandit down to 6, rather 5 out of 6. And Zhang taking a hit, knocking him down to 91. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, continue on. Harvest is going on, of course. Potatoes being harvested with a scythe, of course. And soybeans are up next. Soybean yield looking good. We're not gonna have any more food problems after that, I can guarantee you. Okay, let's see. Fun box, good. Tools, clothes. 43 medicine. A little bit research left. I wonder what else we might be able to research. But we'll have to focus on, I guess, getting research later. As we've unlocked most things. Most things. Most of the most important things, I should say. Okay, let's grab those resources. Good. Beautiful. Alright, more moves available. Go ahead and have her grab some more. These two will come right back to base, so that way we can finish up building things with our parts. And let's see. Aquafina, knock him out. Aquafina. Bow, bow. Getting him with that triple. 3 out of 6. And she's knocked down to 48. Not too bad. Alright, let's continue to move. We're going to try to go for this bandit camp down here eventually. We'll send these two down there. Oh, that's great. Our tanks are coming right down. They're going to knock right through that bandit camp. And then the other two are going to bring back up the parts, so it should be good timing. And then we'll start focusing on research again. Some are out of tools. We've got plenty of tools. Everything is good. We've got everything we need, except for the parts, of course, but they're being made slowly. It's all fine. All right, Hakeem, let's do some more scouting, please. And another camped out bandit lair with some clothes. Could be worth something a little bit later. Not now. Not now. Wow, today is a big day. I can't believe this. We're getting some more advanced buildings up. We'll be able to start cleaning up nuclear waste here. And the plastic is almost gone, down to 15. So this will all be fertile farmland. And that'll support any sort of population we have at any time. Now, there's also a glitch in this game. Apparently, at close to day 45 / day 50, at least as of right now, the next pandemic to happen will look like it's stuck on the screen for a while. So, for example, if we get a bunch of smoke or something like that from a heat wave, it'll stay for a long time until the next pandemic or the next catastrophe, I should say. So, if something happens to hit us very soon, it'll probably be stuck on the screen. At least that's what seems to happen around day 45 to day 50. Oh, nothing. He blocked it. I don't think we blocked that, though. 79. Okay. All right. Keep fighting. Wow, good food now. Let's see. Mixed meals up to 39. Even with the increased population. Good work. And parts have almost given us enough for the windmill. I want to see that windmill get constructed. Give me one more part. I want to see the windmill up today. Speed up time. I want to see it happen. Specialists are ready for action. Alright, you two grab the rest of that stuff. Good work. More actions available. Okay, you come on back. Got those parts on the way no matter what. Get him, Aqua. Oof. She's gonna have to come back down for a heal. She's down to 36. Don't want to risk it. She's a little too close. All right, let's push it towards the bandit lair. Bonnie, you come right down next to him. Perfect. Nuclear fallout is coming. The horizon starts turning from blue to toxic green, and the air seems to burn your lungs. These are the first signs of impending danger. All right, we've got a lot of danger coming then. So it's going to be really tough. We don't have any sort of iodine pills or anything like that, so our people are bound to suffer a little bit. I'm going to get another medical tent up, and until we've got like a field hospital up, we won't be able to fully withstand this without any consequence. But it'll be okay. We will shine. But before the darkness comes, let's have a little bit of light as our large wind turbine is almost ready. Looks like one person just dropped off a part, and we've got more people here. Fantastic. With a new scout, Ibis, who's very good at scavenging, so that's going to be perfect. All right, let's go ahead and slow things down. Let's get our emergency tents up. We got how many homeless? 3? Let's go for another emergency shelter. Sorry, but that's just the way it's got to be. Let's see if we can put it around here somewhere. Actually, down here is quite good. Down by these fields. There we go. Perfect. We'll clear out those trees later. Let's keep going up here. We'll check with our movers later. I want to see the windmill be functional, so that way we can get our environmental station up. So let's make this a high priority. Alright, somebody died of exhaustion. Fine. We've got a wanderer here. Clothing. Venison. Nope. Don't want anything there. Alright. This building is almost ready to go. We just need to have the large wind turbine completed. This is going to be the biggest completion, the biggest thing that we've got going on here. This is huge. Getting this up will allow us to do all higher tier buildings without having to focus too much on power supply unless a magnetic storm comes. And that is it. She is ready, giving us a huge surplus of 32 power. Excellent. We can build quite a few buildings now. All right, let's start cleaning up that nuclear waste. Beautiful. Look at all that waste. Wonderful. That's going to be all farmland now. All right, that is it for today's episode, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. Join me next time for Nuclear Fallout. Fallout next on the channel. If you think we can do it, make sure you go ahead and click or tap that like button, and I will be back for more if you want to see it. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.